which is Tom Aspinall, fights Pavlich, and takes that fight on 2 weeks' notice, and becomes the interim champion, and fucks his back up, and can't train at all. But Aspinall, like that guy's, he's something special. He really is something special. He's a very unusual example. Because he's a heavyweight, and he's a big guy, a really big guy, but he moves so fast. And his coach, Colin, I forget, it's from Cabal, this gym that he trains at in the UK. Colin Heron, he trained Darren Till. Colin, from the early days of the career, was like emphasizing his speed. And so his speed has always been like extraordinary compared to other heavyweights. Like he just fucking moves in. It's all like fast, explosive movements. So he's got natural speed, but then he's also got a lot of training to execute quickly. So when he moves in, he closes the gap. You can see like, fuck, he's fast for a big guy.
Right.
Joe Rogan has reacted to Tom Aspinall's completely shredded new physique.
Is so much different than everybody else in the sport. Like Google, let's come up with a good Aspinall fight. Let's watch one of them. Like, so let's see Marcin Tybura. That's a good one. He's so fucking fast, dude. The Andrei Arlovsky fight, you can see that's pretty fast too. We'll put the Tybura one. It's the left-hand side. Go above that to the left. Right there. Click on that.
No, but it's going to be a small,
just click on it.
I can't control this.
That's fine. That's fine. I just want to show his movement. Look how fast he moves in. I mean, that guy's so fucking fast. Yeah. He moves like a 175-pounder. He doesn't move like a 250-pound guy. Look how quickly he closes the distance, man. His hand speed and full range of skills. Incredible stand-up, knocks guys out with one punch, black belt in jiu-jitsu, really good wrestler, his everything, and he's young.
Feels good. Feels good to just have something to work towards after having a year of not having something to work towards. I've always been in the gym, but it's nice to have a goal, have an opponent. This fight in particular has been simmering for quite some time, so looking forward to getting in there and doing the job. I just want to be a champion who fights often, regular, and fights the best guys. I don't want to be these guys who fight, with big breaks in between, because that's what's happened. Nothing to do with me. I'm ready to put a stop to that, be active, be an active champion, be a defending champion, and fight the best guys. He's the #1 contender, so I think that's what champions should do, is they should fight the #1 contenders. I'm the champion. He's the next best guy. Let's fight and find out who the best guy is. That's the way it's supposed to go. Cyryl's a really good opponent. He's really unique with his style. I've never fought anyone like him before. That being said, he's never fought anybody like me before. So let's get in there, see what happens. That's what dreams are made of, isn't it? That's what I got into this sport to do, is to be the UFC heavyweight champion. To walk out there, last on the card. Everyone's waiting for me. Walk in there, putting a big performance. When I was a little boy putting the gloves on for the first time, I was thinking about this kind of stuff, so I always have to keep reminding myself this the whole time, is like, all the pressure, all the titles, all the fans and all that aside, I'm here doing what I love, I'm here doing what I dreamed of, and looking forward to going and doing it.
The MMA world can't stop talking about Tom Aspinall's new physique. With Fight Week officially here in UFC 321 just days away, the excitement surrounding Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane has reached a boiling point. Aspinall looks to be in the best shape of his life, lean, explosive, and laser. Fans are calling this the most dialed-in version of him we've ever seen. Every muscle looks tighter, every movement more precise. This isn't just a physical transformation, it's mental warfare. He's sending a clear message to the heavyweight division. He's ready to dominate.
Athletes, there's those that pressure wears them down, and there's those who shine under pressure, and I am 100% part of the latter. But that being said, it's not just me who's under pressure. It's his third title shot, mate, and he failed the first two. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of pressure on me, but there's also a lot of pressure on him. There's pressure on both of us. Every fight you go into, there's pressure. I can't speak for the rest of the fighters, but mate, I don't want to get kicked in front of millions of people. That's the biggest pressure in me. I don't want to get battered in front of millions of people. No way about it. So
on being out and what have you felt it frustrating yourself?
Not too much, but yeah, for sure. The division was a little bit on the stop, and now the situation is better.
Joe Rogan couldn't believe his eyes, saying Aspinall looks like a heavyweight built in a laboratory, a perfect balance of power, speed, and technical brilliance. He compared Tom's athleticism to a middleweight trapped in a heavyweight body, something the division hasn't seen since the prime days of Cain Velasquez and Stipe Miocic. But make no mistake, Ciryl Gane is no easy opponent. The Frenchman's elite footwork, composure, and striking IQ make him one of the most technical heavyweights in the world.
Ciryl Gane is a fantastic striker. I mean, he's one of the most beautiful strikers in the heavyweight division. He does wild stuff. You ever see how he throws that front kick from a side stance? And he throws it like a twisting kick. He stands like southpaw, right? And he bobs around like this. And he's totally sideways. And he twists his foot out. Like a twisting kick. He did a lot of them against Tai Tuivasa. He's so fast, man. He just does this weird thing where he stands sideways, and instead of the front kick going like this, like straight out, the front kick goes like this. So
I know. Okay, I see what you're saying.
it.
Yeah.
So his knee when he lands is almost like sideways. He's just so unusual for a heavyweight, that kind of movement. But he'll sideways.
It's a little trick.
Almost like a crescent kick or something like that.
Aspinall and Ciryl Gane, Jalton Almeida and Volkov being the co-main event, if they are. Just being on the fight card, they're going to be a backup fighter if anything happens to the main event. What's your thoughts on Volkov versus Gane? Sorry, Aspinall versus Gane.
I mean, I think it's the next best thing that we could get right now with John Jones not being able to do it and stepping away. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what Tom's plan is going to be, because I think on the feet, they're pretty evenly matched. I think it could be fun on the feet, but I think there's definitely a huge advantage for Aspinall when it comes to the wrestling and the grappling. And I think he'd be silly to not at least attempt to make it a bit of a grappling match and try to get the ground and pound, take him down. And we'll see. If he can defend takedowns, it could be a lot of fun. But if not, I think Tom could make some quick work. But there's a lot of pressure on Tom, man. We were talking about it on the pre-show this weekend that, you didn't get the Jones fight. You waited all this time, and now you've got to fight somebody else. And it's always tough because you want to win that one to really prove to everybody that, yeah, you are that guy. You are the great. You are the best. You're the reason John didn't want to take this fight, blah, blah, blah. If you go and lose that one, you just...
Yeah. Well, we haven't had guests on for a little bit because I've just been all over the place and very, very busy and all the rest of it. So I'll reach out to Tom and see if we can get him on next week, and we'll start getting some guests on again. Tom isn't the type of guy that talks shit usually, but he did do a video where he was...
Gane believes Aspinall's aggression could be his downfall, saying his calmness and experience will expose Tom's youthful intensity. Still, the MMA community is heavily leaning toward Aspinall fighters. Fans and analysts all agree he represents the future of the division. Michael Bisping called him a once-in-a-generation athlete, while Daniel Cormier said he's simply too smart and too fast for most heavyweights. Even Dana White admitted Aspinall might be one of the most naturally gifted fighters he's ever signed. Now all eyes are on Fight Week press conferences. Downs and Waynes are building maximum anticipation for UFC 321.
Consider myself very lucky because there's a lot of times that I didn't want to do the sport.
Yeah.
Especially I think a lot of people who are not involved with the sport and not fighting professionally don't realise how hard it is financially.
Oh, it is.
And especially when I had kids and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanting to quit so many times because I'm I just need to get some money.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And then a lot of the times, my dad reminded me, look, we've done this for a long time. You can't stop now. You're right there. Just keep going at it.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very lucky that I've got my dad. Not just for that, for plenty of reasons.
Of course.
But
that's what he just did to that guy. Right here. Throws that body shot, lands the body shot. Now, is he open? Yes, you can't protect yourself at all times when you're trying to fight. If you're going to try to hit somebody, you have to open up something in order to generate the right power. I go like this and knee him, but I'm not going to generate enough power to have him, respect that. So he's able to land this beautiful knee, drops down and pop, get his foot down and land a beautiful 1-2. And then, boom, right there, bop.
For Tom Aspinall, You said you don't really care about the belts, you really want to prove you're the best. Is there any other fighter in the heavyweight division that you feel you need to beat to prove that you are the best, other than Ciryl Gane?
Yeah, there's lots of guys. There's lots of guys, man, but I'm the kind of guy who doesn't look past my opponent. I'm very, very serious about this fight. I've been training for the last year without a break. I've had absolutely no breaks. I'm much better now than I was in my last fight, and I want to show that. But as far as other heavyweights and stuff, right now that doesn't really interest me. John Jones is retired, so I don't really have much to say on that, to be honest. So I'm fighting this guy, and this guy's really good, so I'll be as ready as I can be.
Tom Aspinall just seems to be far ahead of all of them.
You know that him and Gane's fight is going to expose a few things, because Gane might be the only guy in that heavyweight that might match him speed-wise.
Tom?
Yes.
Tom is just going to do exactly what Kamzat did to DDP to him. We all know that Gane doesn't have any
funny
wrestling.
enough, Tom never really
wrestles.
Does that. No, he does wrestling, but he doesn't wrestle like that. He wrestles to find a finish.
Yeah. No, it might not be like a dominant wrestling the way Kamzat was, but he's going to utilize his wrestling skill against Gane. You know, Tom is a smart fighter.
I hope Gane does something, you know, like he's able to do something, because
like throw a knee out of space or what.
Aspinall's wrestling is not very aggressive like these guys. So if he's able to stuff if one or two takedowns and then keep it on the feet, he might have a chance.
You can feel it in the air this time. The energy is different. There's something about this matchup that feels historic. Like a real-time changing of the guard, Aspinall knows that a dominant win over Gane doesn't just earn respect, it could cement his legacy as the true king of the heavyweight division. And with John Jones still uncertain and Alex Pereira teasing a move up, this fight could shape the entire future of the UFC heavyweight landscape. Joe Rogan summed it up perfectly. Tom Aspinall is what the future of MMA looks like. Humble, explosive, and dangerous. If he beats Ciryl Gane, everything changes. This weekend, the world finds out if that prediction becomes reality. Because when the cage door closes, it's no longer about talk, it's about who the most dangerous man on the planet really is. And right now, all signs point to Tom Aspinall.